Hey all, it is Glam Rebecca, and in today's video we are doing a Steam reaction, almost. Okay, so this isn't like a real, legit Steam reactions, and I'll get into why this isn't a legit Steam reactions in just a second. I'm gonna roll the intro. So, this isn't a legit Steam reactions because of the fact that I kept seeing this game name pop up on my screen. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So, I ended up writing it down. I have a couple on my list. It's a game my dad was playing. Yes, I do have, and I'll even show you my little list. Where is it? It's over here. This is actually the one that I wanted to do a video on, but this game kept popping up on my little bottom over here. I'm like, what the fuck is this game? My dad was playing this, and you can see how it says one friend already owns this game. My dad owns it. He's got 24.4 hours on this. So when I talked to him earlier today, he's like, do not play this game. It sucks. And I'm like, what do you mean? How bad is it? He's like, it fucking sucks. Stay the fuck away from this game. I'm like, damn, Dad, how bad is it? So, if my 70-year-old father fucking hates this game, there's a problem. He's cussing this game up one side and down the other. I'm like, oh, I'm intrigued now. So I'm like, let me pull this up. This will be my next Steam reactions game. I'm intrigued now. So, it's on my list. I figured I'd do this. I'm fixing to go to bed. I'm working. I worked late today. I'm tired. I just want to go to bed. It's 1 in the morning. Actually, it's almost 1:15 in the morning. So, this is called Niffelheim. I hope I pronounced that correctly. If it's pronounced different than that, then sue me. But that's how I'm expecting it to be pronounced. So it says your avatar is a brave warrior who has fallen in battle, but instead of a well-deserved peace in Asgard, his soul is trapped in the harsh world of Niffelheim. Survive in this hostile world, ransack the neighbor lands, explore dangerous dungeons, and find your way to Valhalla. Seems simple enough. This game was released the day before my birthday in 2018, which my birthday was on Friday last week, and it was a shit show. I had a doctor's appointment, I had traction, I had a meeting at 3 o'clock, Jason came in and told me he lost his job, and then I had to go to work, and my work stuff crashed, and yeah, it was a really bad day. Spent most of the night crying. Yeah, really bad day. So, this is from a place called Ellada Games, or Ellada Games, Ellada Games. It's the same developer and publisher. This is considered mythology, co-op, RPG, crafting, and sandbox. Like, this is a game that you would think I would like because it's similar to Valheim, similar to V Rising. I like Viking kind of stuff. I'm like, oh, this would be kind of cool. Dad's like, stay the fuck away from it. I'm like, the fuck, Dad? Okay, so let's watch a trailer. I've already looked at some of the photos, so let's see how bad this is, and then I'll tell you what he said.
Rated T for teen.
Well, I'm definitely not a teen. Yeah, there was like a hot Viking chick in one of the photos. Yeah, her Valkyrie looking chick. She's definitely big boned and busty. And you can play with more than one person, he said, because it did say co-op on the thing. So you build your base up. That was one thing he said, which is what you saw that dude doing. And then there's the skeletons he warned me about. But they only show that one side. Uh-oh, he did. There's a dude. Oh, and he does say that you can die, but like you have to like make stuff to like come back from being dead. That's a big ass spider. He looks like he's got poison damage. Green stuff coming off of him. Uh-oh. What's that? Oh, that must be a boss or something. He didn't tell me about that. Maybe he didn't make it that far. That was a big fucking skeleton too. Let me go back. Look how big this fucking skeleton is. He warned me about them. He said they have like 1,500 hit points. He didn't say nothing about these guys. Maybe he didn't get that far. Okay. So there was like 2 other videos over here. All right, let's pull these up. Okay, so when you farm resources, he said it takes about a day for everything to reset. So you can harvest like either left or right because it's a side scroller. Oh, motherfucker. Look at how big that guy is. Oh shit, you can see Death Demon, 460 hit points at the top. Okay, look at all of them. Holy shit, yeah, I'd be running too. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, your pew-pews ain't doing shit, man. Stab, 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 stab. Okay, so they only had 25 hit points. Holy shit, he's got 700 hit points. Run, buddy, run! Well, he unlocked something. It looks like a Celtic symbol behind there. He's sitting on a throne. Okay. So he said the resources take, once you farm on the left or the right, it does take at least a full day for them to reset. So that, he said that aspect sucked. Let's see what this shows.
Crusade awaits. The most lonely and brave warrior sets off in a funeral ship. Sacred ritual ended with a farewell song. Holy flame destroyed all earthly ties. The gods awaiting their choice, but short paths are not meant for the brave. Dark demons, ancient lords of the seat, abducted the soul floating quietly toward Asgard. With faithful sword and his fate in his hands, he enters Niffelheim, the harsh land of ancient spirits.
Well, the narrator had a really nice voice. Okay, so let me pull up some photos. So the resources like the trees, the bushes, a little pig there, the rocks, he says everything you can basically pick up, right? You build a base in the center, and then you harvest all the stuff left, and then you go to the right, you harvest everything there, and then you build up everything in the center. And then down below, you carve everything out, and then you build like chests and stuff. And he says there's like some bank vault or something down below that you can like store stuff in. You only have, I think, 25 bag slots. And then, of course, you're limited to those 25 slots. And then, of course, there's like, in some games, when you carry stuff, you have a bag load where, like, say, if you're carrying like rocks and logs and stuff like that, it weighs a certain amount. And that weight becomes your bag limit. And then you get like slower by carrying shit that weighs too much, right? So that means you are weighed down and you're slower, and your swing abilities and stuff like that, you take more damage when you're slower, and you move slower, so you don't do as much damage, and you take more damage because you're slower, because you got too much shit on you, like you're encumbered. So Dad said that those were like drawbacks. He said, so you build shit down on your base and you're supposed to protect it because skeletons come. Then he said, they don't just come from the one side that it shows you in these photos. So let me get to one of the photos. Like there's like a mushroom here. It looks like a pumpkin or something, a dandelion. And you collect some of this stuff to make like potions and whatnot. And he says you can build up like defense towers and whatnot. And then when the skeletons come, they don't just come from like one side. They come from both sides at one time, and then they come and attack you in the center. So while these motherfuckers are right here attacking you, there's people attacking from the opposite direction, and then they come in this door right here. So while she's here attacking these dudes, there's people behind her also taking out your shit and then trying to get in this door. So he said that one thing that he absolutely hated was there was no way to attack these guys but also defend your back and protect your door, because once they break through your door and destroy your shit, they get down in your base and plunder all your shit. And he said the one like bank vault thing, he said he had all of his like special metals and gems and like special woods and stuff stored in that bank vault, thinking everything was safe. And he said that the skeletons and stuff went in there and like raided his base, like took all his shit. And he was like super pissed about it. And that was like one of the drawbacks. So then he started keeping, like when he knew they were coming to raid, he would put all of his expensive materials on him and like leave all of his junk stuff, like his flowers and dandelions and like crap like that on him. And then put all of his like less important stuff in the bank vaults and stuff. And he says they kind of like leave that stuff alone, but they only want the important stuff so that you cannot rebuild your shit. And he said it is like the most annoying thing because they come in these big waves. And he said, even when you're low level, like this one here, she's got like 1,135 things of money. She's been playing for 94 days. He said he didn't even make it past like 25 days. He spent $20-something buying this game, and he couldn't even make it past day 25. Like, and he even restarted his game a couple of times. He tried to get my brother to help him out because you can play with multiple people because it's a co-op. Not even with help could he get past day 25. He said it is that big of a pain in the ass. So I was like, what in the... Yeah, see, she's dead. And then she had to come back. And he said in order to get potions and stuff, you have to get like a God's blessing or something to make a potion. And he said it's just a big pain in the ass. So there's like some sort of weird fruit tree here. He said it's like a really cute concept, but it's just not... it's not what he thought it was. There's a troll or something there. Like this person's day one, they have 100 hit points, and then there's this troll person right here that looks like he's fixing a fight. Day one, 90 hit points. Looks like he's got poison damage on him. Okay, so here is, it says store all in the chest, take all from the chest. So this looks like his bag that dad was telling me about. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8 times 4, that's 32 slots. Unless this up here is a slot that you can't, you know, like it's a weapon slot. So then you really only have, unless that's 5. Can I not math? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 times 8. I can't math. That's 40. And he said, like, if you have a bow, so then not only do you have a bow, but then you have arrows that are also taking up space. Because this looks like he's got some sort of firearm, because then he's got, like, musket balls here, because there's 20 of each of those. But he's also got, like, 20 arrows here. He's got an axe, a pickaxe, some sort of, like, cannon-looking thing. Some sort of, like, mace or double-headed hammer, another type of axe. I don't know what this is. And then this must be like the specialty stuff he was telling me about. Okay, so here's like cooking stuff. And then this is where you upgrade castle, citadel, and walls, rope, boards, and timber. I mean, at least it doesn't look like it's a ton to like build this, but looks like he's only on like day 5 up here. So 5 rope, 5 boards, 5 timber for durability of 8,000, but I don't know what kind of damage those skeletons do. Okay, this is the chick that's on like day 90 something, and she's got some Pretty nice looking equipment if it's purple. It says mithril armor. Level 9 armor. Durability is 45, so she must be pretty beefy. I mean, she looked kind of beefy. Health 80. Defense 75. Strength 121. Her stady is 244. She got 150 coin. And then these are your character types. You got a Viking, a Valkyrie, a Berserker, or a Shaman. There, oh, that guy is the one that had that weird symbol thing, a Berserker. Relying on his divine patron Odin, the Berserker is a strong beyond measure, fearless, and strikes terror in the hearts of his enemies. The price for this is high. He is an outcast from society, warmed only by fierce battle, living in constant anticipation of fight. Well, I mean, that's pretty much all men. So the game is $19.99. I mean, there's only 1,900 or 1,754 all reviews, but it says mostly positive. So this game's been out for what, 6 years, and it has 1,700 reviews only. That's it. That does not bode well for a game that's been out for 6 years. That tells me, like, they need to, like, I don't know, rework some things. Like, this one's got 38 hours on the books, and it says Niffelheim is dark and misty lands. Hey, Viking's journey, fade in the hands from Valhalla halls to realms unknown where shadows lurk and winds have blown. Forge your fortress, build it high amidst the echoes of Lord. This guy's a fucking poet and he don't know it. No, it's not helpful. He didn't talk shit about it. He just fucking wrote a poetry book. Alright, this guy's got 25.5 hours, so basically about what my dad's got. I liked the game, even felt like it was a pretty simple game. However, it has a lot of flaws, and there is no intention of fixing them. I also read that from some other players that the only way to fix this game is by paying for the DLCs, and some of these are pretty game breaking. For example, after a few days, the cockerel rooster stops spawning, and if you don't complete a quest, you can't get the next one. There are 2 quests that require said rooster, and if you're going to play this game, try to grab as many as you can as fast as you can. However, I also have seen some people mention that a glitch where even the cockerels that have disappeared. I think this has happened to me, but I can't be sure. Talks about feathers and shit. Oh, he wrote a fucking book too. I ain't gonna read all that shit. Boring and repetitive. Combat is one button. Feels like a browser game from the 2000s. Got it from a humble bundle, but I'm shocked that they're charging 26 CAD for something like this. Should be like $5. Lots of grinding. Imagine co-op being a tad more fun, but so much better games for $26. I would pass on this. Okay, that's a much better review. Great concept and art style, but the game is spoilt by the tedious grind and the rapid disintegration of key tools and weapons, forcing you to grind even more. Very bare bones gameplay, PvP oriented game, not worth the money. Bugged, poor gameplay. So fun to play, rated 94 out of 100. And not... I don't know. So there are a supporter bundle for $23.21. You can get the soundtrack. You can get Odin's Blessing, which whatever this is, and you can get the game and the Blood Moon DLC. So basically, for $4.22 more, you can get 3 extra items. That's actually not a bad bundle deal. I don't know what the Odin's Blessing gives you or the Blood Moon DLC does, but oh, it just looks like you have a dragon that comes and burns your shit to the ground instead. I think that would just make my dad even more angry. Yeah, so probably not. Yeah, no, he'd probably just cuss at the whole thing even more. So, anyways, so yeah, Dad said to pass on this one. He said it was a big fucking nope for him, and don't waste your money. And he's got 24.4 hours on this game, and he said, yeah, don't waste your money. He said there are much better games out there than playing this one, and even Valheim is better to play than this one, and I've got 110 hours on Valheim. So hopefully you guys like this one, and I will see you in the next video very soon. And I've got a whole bunch more Steam reactions to do, and like I said, I've got Against the Storm to do. This is a DLC that just came out. And yeah, I'm excited to review this one because I do actually like Against the Storm, and I don't know what this is, but I'm excited to review it for you guys next. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.